Hello everybody, once again walking along on a bright sunny day, this time not quite as horrendously early as before, and yeah, just waiting for people to start showing up so I can give them a bit of Onyx Path news, some very exciting news actually during this live broadcast that some of you may have missed. So let's see who tunes in. God, my skin is going to burn if I'm out here for too long. Vampires are not used to this kind of sunlight. That kind of sunlight, I guess. Lens flare, bit of a J.J. Abrams thing there. Right, anyway, I see people are rolling in. Please feel generous with your thumbs up. You know how I enjoy a thumb up. Can't escape the smutty innuendos, can I? Everywhere I go, they follow me around. There, I got one thumb up already. It is quite sunny in England, good old England, well known for its summers, its sunny days. So, let's get to the point, shall we? At time of recording, thank you very much. Thumbs for the thumb lord, yep. Let's get to the point. The Technocracy Reloaded Kickstarter only has 3 hours remaining. That's 1, 2, 3 at time of recording, broadcasting, live announcement. 3 hours left to back for a deluxe copy of Technocracy Reloaded. Bear in mind, this book will be available on DriveThruRPG and through other normal venues. However, deluxe copies are going to be limited, which means you have 3 hours left to back for the deluxe version. And if you happen to do so off the back of this video, I request that you add to the comments on the Kickstarter, I was sent here by Matthew Dawkins, or I was sent here by the Gentleman Gamer. It would be much appreciated. And yes, many hands for the hand thrown. Any news on werewolves, says one person. I can't read, it's too bright, there's too much glare. Not from Onyx Path. You'd need to check with Hunter's Entertainment for that. Other exciting news is Legend Lore. Some of you who keep up with Onyx Path projects will be familiar. Do excuse the tractor. As you can see, I don't live exactly in the thick of metropolitan London. Yes, Red Moon Roleplaying did host a fantastic Technocracy Reloaded actual play. Thank you very much, Red Moon Roleplaying. But anyway, those of you who keep up with our projects may be aware of the fact that Legend Lore, which is a Dungeons and Dragons campaign setting, or uses the 5th edition setting, rules I should say, but it's based on a comic book. It's got a fantastic world. It's really innovative, quite deep. We launched a Kickstarter for it, and then there was a global pandemic. Wasn't the best of timing. I mean, we couldn't have anticipated it, could we? The world leaders. We didn't know this was going to happen, they said. So how were we supposed to? Well, with that as the case, we did call a premature halt to the Legend Lore Kickstarter when it was initially running. But now we are starting it up again. And if you wish to feel a little enticed and you want to know what you're putting your money down for, because this Legend Lore Kickstarter will start next Tuesday. That's Tuesday the 2nd, I believe. The manuscript in PDF form is already available on DriveThruRPG.com. You can find links to that either by going on DriveThruRPG.com and typing in Legend Lore, or just go on the OnyxPath.com and look at one of the latest blog posts that actually links you to that Legend Lore PDF. So you can have the entire manuscript ahead of the Kickstarter for this one. And we are really proud of our work on Legend Lore. It was developed by the magnificent Steffi Devan. Wonderful team worked on that as writers, and there's brilliant art coming in for it as well. It, as I say, is using the 5th edition D&D system, but it has some fantastic twists and turns to it. It's got some elements of real horror and darkness at a political and visceral personal level as well. So please do check that out. Legend Lore. Go on drivethrurpg.com right now, type in Legend Lore, all one word, and you'll be able to download that manuscript for free and be able to read it all in advance of the book's official release. So, that's one big thing. Next to the Technocracy Reloaded Kickstarter, which probably has less than 3 hours to go at this point, what else have we got rolling along? Well, you've also got, speaking of Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition, the Yugman's Guide, Scarred Lands, which is another fantastic Dungeons & Dragons campaign setting, is currently on sale. Do go on the onyxpath.com, see our latest releases. I see there's a question there. Let's see what it said. Will there ever be a video game based on one of the Chronicles of Darkness game lines? That would be entirely up to Paradox Interactive, wouldn't it? Onyx Path don't make video games, we make role-playing games, tabletop role-playing games to be precise. Though, if you're a fan of virtual tabletops, Roll20, that kind of thing, you are likely to find various support for our games already up there and upcoming too. So do keep an eye out for that. What else do we have coming up soon? Well, those of you who are fans of Vampire the Masquerade can expect V5 Let the Streets Run Red. Let the Streets Run Red is a book full of stories. There's 4 big stories, chronicles, for Vampire the Masquerade coming up in that book. And it's going to be a big old book. And it covers a gamut of moral and mortal stories, political stories, some really Wicker Man horrific stuff, a return to Gary, Indiana, with lots of encounters with characters from the original Forged in Steel, the very first Vampire the Masquerade chronicle ever released in the back of the Vampire the Masquerade 1st edition core book, in fact. So yeah, lots to come there. Is it true that all Britons can fly? I can't say I've ever tried. Although, that said, I have flown in a plane many a time. So, what's this? Any news on Exalted Essence and Exigence? Yeah, they're both being worked on. If you look on theonyxpath.com on the Monday meeting blogs, you can actually see the progress of those projects, how they're getting along. I know, for instance, Exalted Essence is being worked on vociferously. Cult of the Blood Gods for V5. The current status is we're waiting for all the art to come in so that we can finish laying the book out and getting it approved and released. Simple as that. I anticipate it won't take too long for that to finish, but it really depends on how fast our artists work. And you know artists, temperamental. Anyway, this is a short burst Onyx Path news. The headlines are Technocracy Reloaded. The Kickstarter is counting down, just a couple of hours left. Legend Lore, the Kickstarter, will be up and online as of next Tuesday, and the manuscript is already available for free on drivethrurpg.com. Plus, you've got a whole host of new releases coming up very, very soon. Anyway, as there appears to be a bit of a congestion of traffic building up around me, I must fly. But thank you very much, everyone, for watching, and see you again soon.